Now, Mr. Konje,
Yes.
I know you're likely to have a different opinion on this, but I'm completely convinced that there is small money.
Thank you for giving me an opportunity to convince you otherwise. One of the things I fondly speak about
Yes.
falls in what I call realities of money,
Yes.
which are simple statements I came up with to help us change our basic view on money, our wiring on money, our mindsets on money, because the mind is powerful. In everything we do in life, if we have a wrong wiring, then we are done.
Okay.
So one of those statements is a statement that says that there is no small money.
Okay.
And everywhere I have taught this, I can see it in the eyes of my students. Why are you saying there's no small money?
Yes.
And in fact, I insist that of all the realities, the only reality the entire class has to sing like choir before I explain. So I give them chance to also say there is no small money. Then I explain by saying my observation that the average mind and many of us are not average, even though sometimes we behave in a manner likely to suggest that we are not. The average mind believes that their money.
Please, sir, if you want to mention a fool, just mention a fool.
So the average mind believes that their money is the smallest.
Yes.
And that's why if you walk in the corridors, be it employment circles or even in business circles, you will hear many people saying things like, haka kapesa kangu, this small money of mine, this small profit, haka kamshahara kangu. It's just that we lack the smallest words to demean our incomes. But many of us are culprits of demeaning our incomes.
Yes.
We speak smallness upon our money. But we rarely take time to interrogate the impact, the dangers of speaking smallness into our money. You see, words have power.
That's the truth.
Right? Many people speak death in
Yes.
their money situation.
Fantastic.
Many of us are struggling financially because of the vocabulary we have on money.
Okay.
Of course, it's common sense that your money will look small if you compare it with another person's money of a smaller number. That is common sense. Your money will look small if you spend it without a plan.
Okay.
Your money will look small if you are trapped in debt. Your money will look small. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the dangers of demeaning your money. Remember, in life, there is nothing like a spontaneous action. Every action is backed by a thought. And this is where mindset fits in. Therefore, if you keep saying your money is small, what you're doing without knowing is that you're putting a mental cap on yourself. You're putting a limit. You're closing yourself. And sometimes I imagine that in your head, there is a committee.
A committee.
Yes.
So people are seated in your
Yes, in your head.
In your head.
And the committee members want to give you big ideas.
Okay.
For you to implement using your money. But the members remind themselves. She keeps saying that their money is small. Let's give him time. The day he will tell us that he can do something with that money, we will give him the ideas. And that is why. And sometimes I tell people who work in the same organizations that if you visit amongst yourselves, there is a colleague you will visit their home. You know very well you earn more than them, or maybe the same amount. But when you leave their home, you start talking to yourself. You're wondering, is this the same salary we earn? Because of how their home is organized. If you're malicious, you might begin to say they have a sponsor or they are engaged in wash and those things. But do you know it could be true that it's the same salary? Just that this other person has organized themselves better than you. And that is why the danger of speaking smallness renders many people just sitting down and waiting for big money.
Oh, yes.
You get a
when
job.
I get such amount
Yes,
of money.
you get a job and you say, this is small money. Let me just hold on it as I wait for big money, for a better job.
Yes.
When is this better job going to come? Who has promised you?
Mm.
How much money is big money?
Mm.
When is it coming?
Mm.
And therefore, we have many people who then just sit
Mm.
and wait for big money.
Mm.
Before they know it,
Mm.
retirement is looking at them.
Why?
They don't have a house. They've not done the things they're supposed to have done in the 30 plus years they've been working. They've been waiting for big money. And that is the danger of speaking smallness in your money. It makes you not do what you need to do with your money today.
Fantastic.
So when I say there is no small money, I'm trying to remind you that this that you call small today, you need to empower it to be able to do more for you. And there are many stories I love sharing around this, but I'll not go into them. But there are many people who have big dreams.
Yes.
They want to have a supermarket.
Fantastic.
They have an idea of a big supermarket. But this supermarket costs several millions of shillings. They don't have. But they know if one day they get these millions, they would want to have a supermarket.
Yes.
But do you know, while they are postponing this thing,
Yes.
maybe today they have capital to start a kiosk. A kiosk that probably in the next 5-10 years will have grown to that supermarket. But they will sit waiting for big money, enough money to start that supermarket, not knowing they killed their potential to have started that supermarket as a kiosk. Then later on meet that supermarket. After all that time, they will have learned the ropes. They will have grown through it and become better entrepreneurs by that time.
Fantastic.
There is no small money.
There is no small money. That is starting small with the big vision.
Allow what you have today to do what it needs to do.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are just trying to whet your appetite. Otherwise, on the 17th of August this year, we'll be in Kisumu for a live conference. Mr. Roy Akonji and I will be dispensing some insight. He'll be speaking on
Foundations of money management.
foundations of money management, while I'll be speaking on the transformational mindset. We'll be at LA Garden, Kisumu. If you're in Kisumu, please purpose to be there. There'll be little investment, but that can't be compared to the kind of insight that we'll be sharing there. See you on the 17th of August, LA Garden from 2 p.m. as we share knowledge. If you'd like to sponsor some people to be there, please let us know so we can guide you on the same. See you then at LA Garden, Kisumu on the 17th of August.